Deep beneath the waves lies a world of mystery and darkness. Welcome back to Beyond the Senses. Today, we embark on a journey to the depths of the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth. We sent a camera down into the abyss, hoping to capture the unseen wonders lurking below. But what we found was beyond anything we could have imagined. Number 20. Stoplight Loose Jaw. Normally, nobody would want a nickname like Loose Jaw because it sounds like your jaw is hanging off your face or you talk too much. But this fish is called Stoplight Loose Jaw because it has two special lights under its eyes, one green and one red. These lights help it see and catch prey in deep, dark waters where it's hard to spot food. Despite being small, less than 12 inches long, it has sharp teeth and a unique jaw to catch its meals. Scientists find it hard to study because it lives so deep in the sea. Everything we know about it comes from accidentally catching it. Number 19. Snailfish. Scientists from Newcastle University discovered 3 new types of snailfish in the Atacama Trench, a deep trench along the Pacific coast of South America. These tiny fish, measuring less than 12 inches long, live in the deep, dark, and cold waters under intense pressure. They have clear, jelly-like bodies with small bones only in their inner ears to help them navigate. Unlike typical deep-sea creatures, they don't have sharp teeth or strange eyes. Instead, they are small, pink, and jelly-like. Even though they might seem odd, they could make interesting companions for someone like SpongeBob if he ever gets tired of Gary the Snail. Number 18. Deep-sea viperfish. The viperfish looks very unique. It lives deep in the sea. People like to talk about it because it looks interesting. But it's also very dangerous. It's one of the scariest hunters in the sea. The fish has big teeth that stick out of its mouth. These teeth are so big that they can't fit inside the fish's mouth properly. Instead, they curve back near its eyes. This might seem a bit creepy, but these sharp teeth help the viperfish catch its prey. It swims very fast and impales its prey with these teeth. It's not a nice way for the prey to die. They might get shocked or bleed inside. But wait, there's more. The viperfish also has a spine on its back and a special organ called a photophore. This organ makes light. The viperfish uses this light to attract prey. It flashes the light on and off like a flashlight. This tricks other animals into coming closer. So, in short, the viperfish is not friendly at all. If anything, it's even scarier. Imagine walking around with teeth near your eyes and using a flashlight to lure your dinner. Definitely not something I'd want to encounter. Number 17. Hatchetfish Deep Sea. Let's talk about the hatchetfish. It's called that because its body looks like a hatchet, which is a kind of axe. The hatchetfish has a flat body and big eyes that point upwards. The biggest kind, called the giant hatchetfish, can be up to 6 inches long. But there are about 45 different kinds of hatchetfish, and they live in deep waters from 600 to 4,500 feet deep. Each kind looks different from the others. That's kind of scary. Hatchetfish live all over the world in oceans and seas, but there are more of them in South and Central America. Will a hatchetfish attack a person? Probably not, but I wouldn't want to be the one to find out. Remember, it's best to stay away from anything with a weapon in its name, even if it's just a fish. Number 16. Dumbo octopus. The Dumbo octopus lives deep in the ocean, over 13,100 feet down. They're the deepest living octopuses we know. Living so deep means they have to be really special. They can handle super cold water and total darkness. Dumbo octopuses are rare, so they found a special way to have babies. The moms carry eggs in different stages and can use sperm stored for a long time to fertilize them. This lets them have babies even without a male octopus around. Ever wonder why they're called Dumbo octopuses? Look at their big fins. They look like Dumbo the elephant's big ears. That's why they got that name. Plus, lots of people think they're cute. Do you think they're cute or a bit spooky? Share your thoughts. Number 15. The Barreleye fish. The barreleye fish is a strange creature found deep in the ocean. It has unusual features that might make you feel a bit uneasy. This fish has barrel-shaped green eyes and a transparent head filled with fluid. This helps it look upward and forward even when it's not moving. It stays still in deep waters and uses its eyes to spot prey, like other fish and jellies, which it eats. These fish aren't your typical cute sea creatures. They're some of the oddest looking ones out there. Maybe that's why the Mariana Trench, where they live, is still largely unexplored. People might be scared of encountering these strange fish. Number 14. The frilled shark. Some people think it looks like a snake. Its eyesight is good. The frilled shark gets its name from the red fringe around its neck. Its first pair of gills cut across its throat, unlike other sharks. Its scientific name, Chlamydoselechus anguinus, means snake-like in Latin. Scientists believe the shark hunts by lunning at prey like a striking snake. Sharks are already scary, but this shark adds more fear. Its jaws extend to the back of its head, so it can open its mouth wide enough to eat prey half its size. That's not fun or cool. It's terrifying. Number 13. Fangtooth fish. This fish is really weird. It's scarier than any other fish we've seen. Let's learn about it. People call it a living corpse because it looks so scary. The fangtooth fish is a deep-sea creature. It eats anything it can catch. It has the biggest teeth compared to its body size of any fish in the ocean. You can easily tell it apart because it has a big head, huge jaws full of scary teeth, and it looks like a dead body. Fangtooth fish live deep in the ocean, more than 3,000 feet down. There's hardly any sunlight there. That's a good thing because they look really creepy. I don't even need to explain how scary this fish is. It looks like it died and came back to life twice. It's one of the scariest animals on Earth. Compared to it, the shark from Jaws seems like a friendly puppy. Number 12. Benthochodon. There's a very interesting jellyfish called Benthochodon found in a faraway part of the Pacific Ocean near American Samoa. A special underwater robot saw this shiny creature and thought it might be a brand new species. The robot was exploring really deep underwater, about 9,800 feet down, near a place called U2 Seamount. At first, a scientist thought it was a certain kind of jellyfish called Benthochodon hyalinus, but later they realized it might be something totally new. It's like discovering a new type of animal. Isn't that exciting? There are still so many unknown things down there in the ocean waiting to be found. Number 11. Megalodon. Megalodon was a really big shark. People say it was the most hunted shark ever. It's funny because it was so huge. You wouldn't miss it if you saw it. It's like not noticing a big guy like a building. Even though Megalodon has been extinct for millions of years, people claim they've seen it throughout history. But can we trust these sightings? Let's check out a few. In 1918, fishermen in New South Wales said a huge shark stole their nets. They said it was Megalodon. In 1933, there was a report about a sea beast with a giant brown tail near French Polynesia. In 2018, a video showed what seemed like a giant shark in the Mariana Trench. And in May 27, 2021, a 17-foot shark was seen circling a cruise ship in the Atlantic. People compared it to Megalodon. So, were any of these sightings real? Probably not scientifically, since Megalodon is extinct. But I'm not a scientist, so I'll just say yes to all of them. Number 10. Plastic. Many people know that there's a lot of pollution on Earth, and it's getting worse. In 2019, Victor Vescovo went really deep into the ocean, called the Mariana Trench. He found something unexpected: trash. He spent 4 hours exploring down there in his special vehicle. He saw sea creatures, but also a lot of trash like plastic bags and candy wrappers. This isn't new. Other missions have seen it before. Millions of tons of plastic enter the oceans every year, but we're not sure where most of it goes. Biologists are now checking animals they find to see if they have tiny pieces of plastic in them. This is a big problem that scientists have been warning us about for a long time. The amount of garbage in the ocean is serious, especially when animals eat it. It's sad to think about, but let's hope for some happier news soon, like animals singing karaoke. Number 9. Western Pacific biotwang. There's a strange sound found in the ocean near the Mariana Trench. Scientists think it might be a new kind of whale call. They call it the Western Pacific biotwang. They think it could be from a minke whale, a type of baleen whale. The call has different pitches, from very low to very high. Will we ever know what's making this sound? We can't be sure, but I hope we find out. This special sound deserves to be famous, just like the whale making it. Number 8. Coelacanth. Some animals on Earth are very old, like dinosaurs. It's not rude to say that, it's just a fact. Let's talk about one of these really old creatures, the coelacanth. This fish looks strange, and it's one of the oldest types of fish in the world. Many people think of it as a living fossil. It's surprising because coelacanths were believed to be extinct for over 65 million years. But in 1938, a fisherman caught one near South Africa. Since then, people have seen live coelacanths in the wild a few times. People who fish are very interested in finding them. Coelacanths can grow very big, about 6.5 feet long and weighing up to 175 pounds. Their skin is a deep blue, which scientists think helps them hide from predators. They also have special eyes that let them see well in dark places underwater. I'd often say we shouldn't try to bring back dinosaurs like in Jurassic Park. I still believe that. We should keep scientists away from coelacanths too. I know they already exist, but it's risky to mess with them. Who knows what else scientists might do if they start messing with them. Number 7. Calm jelly. Calm jellies are colorful creatures that move using rows of tiny hairs called cilia. When these hairs move together, they make light scatter, creating a rainbow effect. Calm jellies can split light into different colors using their moving hairs like prisms. Some kinds of calm jellies can even make their own light. They catch food using long, sticky tentacles. When prey gets close, the calm jelly pulls it in with its tentacles and eats it. This might sound strange, but it's similar to how we eat without using our fingers. I find the rainbow colors fascinating, but not everyone might agree. Number 6. Sea cucumber. One of the animals not many people talk about is the sea cucumber. I get why. They're kind of strange, and you probably wouldn't want to eat one. But that doesn't mean they're not interesting. Sea cucumbers found deep in the ocean are often said to be more beautiful than those closer to the surface. Their bodies are almost see-through, which makes them stand out among other deep-sea creatures. You can even see their insides because they have more jelly-like tissue than regular tissue. This makes them lighter and helps them swim faster. Yeah, sea cucumbers can swim. Bet you didn't know that. So, to sum it up, deep-sea cucumbers are really odd. I'm still not sure if I want to see the insides of any animal, but I guess it's cool to know about them. Thanks, nature, even though it's a bit creepy. Number 5. Zombie worms. A strange kind of worm was discovered in 2002. It doesn't want brains like the ones in stories. Instead, it likes bones. But don't think it's better. Scientists first saw these worms, called Osedax worms, living in the bones of a dead whale on the deep sea floor, about 10,000 feet below the surface. Since then, researchers have found 26 different types of these worms. They're listed in a big database of marine species. These zombie worms don't eat bones directly. Instead, they digest fats inside the bones. But they don't have mouths or stomachs like we do, so they can't chew food. How do they manage? They release acid from their skin. This acid dissolves the bone, releasing the fat and protein inside. Then, bacteria living inside the worms help break down the fat and protein. It might sound gross, right? These worms somehow get nutrients from the bacteria inside them, but scientists aren't exactly sure how. They might digest the bacteria, or the nutrients might somehow move from the bacteria to the worms. However it happens, these worms get what they need to survive. While these worms are mostly known for eating the remains of dead whales, they've also been found on fish bones and even cow bones. How they found cow bones in the ocean is a mystery for another time. Number 4. Vampire squid. The vampire squid is a sea creature. It's not as well known as the vampire bat, but it should be. Even though it's not as dangerous, it looks a lot like Dracula. The vampire squid looks like both a squid and an octopus, but it's not exactly either one. It has 2 tentacles and 8 arms. It's called the vampire squid because it's dark like a bat and has a cape-like skin connecting its arms. Vampire squids have 2 filaments, but they can only use one at a time. This helps them when there's not much oxygen in the water. So, even though it doesn't fly, drink blood, or sparkle in sunlight like some famous vampires, if you're looking for an animal that dresses up like Dracula, the vampire squid is a good choice. Number 3. Anglerfish. Anglerfish are scary creatures that live deep in the sea. They hunt like fishermen, waiting for other fish to come close. They have a special glowing fin that attracts their prey. Once a fish gets close, the anglerfish eats it. Some people think this hunting technique is clever, while others find it terrifying. Compared to other strange and ugly fish in the deep sea, the anglerfish stands out because of its scary appearance and tricky ways. It makes me feel uneasy. If you're a small fish, it's best to stay away from their glowing light. Number 2. Goblin shark. The goblin shark is a really scary creature. It looks very strange and terrifying. People first saw it and thought it looked like something from a scary story. It's not big or fast like other sharks. Japanese fishermen were so scared when they saw it that they thought it was like an old demon. One thing that makes the goblin shark interesting is that we don't know much about how it lives. There are still many questions we don't have answers to. We don't even know how they mate or give birth. The biggest goblin shark ever found was 12 feet long, but we're not sure how big they can really get. So, they're a big mystery. It's kind of scary because we don't understand them well. They're scarier than anything you see in movies because we don't even know much about them. Number 1. Granrojo jellyfish. A rare and fascinating animal in the Mariana Trench, the Granrojo jellyfish was first discovered in 2003. It can grow to over 3 feet in diameter. These jellyfish are hardly seen because they live deep down in the ocean. But they have something special, 4 to 7 arms to catch food. Even though people don't see or study them much, scientists think Granrojo jellyfish are like other jellyfish in some ways. They don't have a heart, bones, eyes, or a brain. They're mostly made of water. Usually, when we say an animal doesn't have a heart, it's scary, but today we're just amazed by it. How can an animal live without a heart, eyes, or a brain? It's strange, like some people I know. What do you think is the weirdest or scariest thing found in the Mariana Trench? Let us know in the comments. Also, check out our other cool stuff appearing on the screen right now. See you next time.